Hello, hi everyone. So welcome back. Myself is CMA Vikita, cost and management accountant, going to take your strategy management subject of CMA Inter Group 2, paper number 9, part B. Operation management, strategic management is one particular subject, out of which strategic management is 30 marks. And 30 marks, we have already covered the first chapter. The second chapter, we are doing it now. I hope you have revised it well. You have thought about how things are, how the vision is, mission is, objectives, and the purpose and the targets are. What is the difference between objectives and goals? What is the difference between vision and mission? And moreover, you have made a note, or you have made your own vision, missions, objective, purpose, goals, and targets. If you have done it, then you know what you are. You can also be a strategy management manager of your life. Okay, now coming to the chapter number 2, as you can see on my screen, strategic analysis and planning. Okay, so what is this chapter all about? If you are able to, understand the first chapter that we had read, that is all about, the what is. So, the strategic analysis and planning, we are going to understand strategic analysis and planning. Before we go ahead and understand this particular chapter, the study note 9, everyone, study note 9, strategic analysis and planning. Have already completed what is strategy, what is management, what is the parts of management. I mean, men, manage, and tactics. We understood the combined meaning of strategy management. What are the vision, mission, purpose, objective, goals, and targets? We have understood every single importance of it. What is objective, what is goals, what are the advantages, disadvantages of strategic management, what are the vision, what are the mission of our strategy and management, right? So real based examples also we took, like Domino's, MacD. We understood about Indian Oil, vision. We saw about Tesla company, right? We went through these, right? Now in this chapter, what we are going to do, I have already made a note. If you want, you can just note it down. In this chapter, we are going to understand what we are going to understand. We are going to understand that we have to do a analysis, internal and external environment, and analysis of the market and business. What we have to do, we have to do the analysis or the scanning of the market, as well as we have to do a scanning of internal and external environment. And after understanding the different analysis of the strategies, means we are going to understand these strategies in different frameworks, different models, different theories which the people have made. Okay, there are n number of theories which are very important for every company to use it. Those theories, those models actually tell us that what type of strategies should have been adopted, or should be built, or should be work on. Okay, after analyzing those strategies, we need to plan of the strategy. You need to check about the plan of the strategy, that is planning of the strategy. So I hope you understood. First chapter is all about making a vision, mission, objectives, goals, and targets. After understanding these all frameworks, we have to check and plan, or apply or analyze different strategies. Through where? Through the different the models which we are going to read, like BCG, like PEST, like PESTEL, like SWOT analysis, like you have the Porter's 5 model, and many other models, and many other beautiful theories, which actually you're going to love this chapter. And these theories are really going to make you happen about, how strategies work as. Okay, out of these, analysis of these strategies are done. After analysis of the strategies, you need to plan according to your organization, to your environment, and according to your dynamic situation. You need to plan. This is all about our chapter now. But the next chapter which we are going to read, and the last chapter, is about formulation and implementation of strategy. Means out of the analysis of the strategies, we have to plan one or two. Out of those alternatives, after the planning, we need to implement one, and we need to formulate one and put into action and evaluate whether that strategy works in that company or not. I hope you got it clear. It's very simple and very clear. So please make some notes on the strategic analysis. Is a proper diagnosis, is what is a proper diagnosis. I hope you're writing down proper diagnosis of the company's situation, okay, and which is necessary for the managerial preparation for deciding, for deciding, writing down, okay, right, for deciding on an sound and long term direction and setting appropriate objectives, okay, setting appropriate objectives, and crafting a winning strategy. What is strategic analysis purely saying? It is a proper diagnosis and analysis of a company's situation which is necessary for a managerial preparation for deciding on what actually the company is going to put on, and bringing on the long term thought process, and crafting a different strategy, crafting a strategy which will be a win-win situation, which will be a win-win situation for the company. It should not be a loss, it should be a win-win situation for a company. Got it? So this can be only possible from the frameworks. Please make a note, from the frameworks, from the different theories, from the different models, from different people around, and in the dynamic situations, how these things are being evaluated with different alternatives are a check. This is what strategic analysis and strategic planning is speaking on. So what are so we are going to start with a strategic analysis. The first very important is, what are the two important situational considerations? First one is that industry and competitive condition. Second, an organization owning a competitive capabilities, resources, internal strengths and market position, and opportunities and threats. Clear? Very nice. Now, I hope you have jotted down points on it. So, in short, this particular chapter can be asked for around 10 to 14 marks. Sometimes they ask 12 marks, then sometimes they ask 10. So, on an average of 10 to 14 marks every attempt. Okay. And this chapter is a beautiful chapter. And what extra we are going to learn in this chapter is, I have jotted down that point. So you can just note. We are going to study about the analysis of internal external environment. An organization internally will have some strengths, right? As we know, every organization, every company, every individual like me and you has strengths, has weaknesses. How these weaknesses are being analyzed or diagnosed, and making these weakness into strengths, and how these threats are being made into opportunities. Okay, so these are some things which we are also going to understand, and also we are going to understand that how do we enhance our strengths and minimize weaknesses, and how do we achieve opportunities and dodge the threats. How do we achieve opportunities and dodge the threats? Means how do we reduce the threats and recover our things from the strengths. Got it? Now coming to our situational analysis. In situational analysis, what happens here? What happens is there is firms or organizations who are into the macro environment, okay? Who are into a macro environment, where what happens? Who are into a macro environment where it has the direction, objectives, strategies, and models and different things, right? Here in this situational analysis, where it says about pest analysis, where it says about SWOT analysis, okay, where what happens is there is external factors which influence the business situation and the internal factors which affect the business in a go. Okay, understanding? So here situational analysis is also like has two very important points, that is pest analysis and SWOT analysis. Now what is pest analysis? Pest analysis is a first model which was generated, I mean this was introduced, and this was the oldest form of model where it only focused on external factors. It focused on external factors. So you can see the pest analysis must be taken of all these. What is pest analysis? It says of P for political, E for economical, S for social, and T for technological. This is about pest. Okay, later on, they thought that this pest will only not work. They need to add more two factors into pest so that it becomes a proper way of analysis. So now they have brought forward, they have changed the pest into pestle analysis. Pestle analysis, where they have added environmental and legal also. Okay, pestle analysis. Pestle analysis. What is it? So let's understand pest. Okay, so in this analysis there are some factors. Okay, pest and pestle analysis, we are doing it all both together. First I'm going to explain you what the factors speak on, then we'll go with the advantages and drawbacks of it, and then real examples I'll show you, okay, of companies, how actually pest is done, how pestle is done, of different companies. Will go and understand, then you will, it will be in your right brain, and before exam once you see this you can write exam very well, that's my guarantee. Okay, so pest analysis, the first one is political factor. So pest, first thing is, these are factors which actually come together and make the analysis an external form. Okay, as an external form. So in this analysis what happens is political factor, where it purely speaks about government factor, government decisions, government policies, foreign trade, social awareness, and many other things which are related to political. Okay, and which actually gives a company, one of companies, one of the important factor is political factor. Okay, next come is economic or economical factor, where it says about economics, where it says about market, demand, supply, cost and production graph, supply and curve, supply and cost curve. Then you have the production, the GDP, interest rates, there is inflation, and many other things which speaks all about economics. Okay, then comes the social factor. Social factor is not other than saying about domestic cultural trends, demographic, age, pollution, age, population, social values, social things, and many other things which are related to social cause. Okay, then comes is the last factor of the pest called the technological factors, which says about different techniques, different advancement, different automations are done, advancements are done, and incentives are done, and there is lot of research and development of that particular a method or technique nowadays in the market, and this should be done because it's very important factor. You cannot go and sit back with the old terms, old values, old things. With old is gold always, but there should be also additions to it with new technology, with staying in the market. Situations change, so you need to adopt the new technology. How do you adopt? By innovations, by advances, like by new techniques, by new skill developments, by research, by development, by automation. What is automation? It speaks about like in any website, or you have WhatsApp business. In WhatsApp business, if you want, you can also put uh, messages stored in your WhatsApp. If any outsider is sending you a message, you can automate from your WhatsApp, automatically a message goes to that outsider telling that whatever, thank you for visiting, thank you for informing, thank you for content, whatever you want. And then what is it? This is an automation, it is automated. You are not doing it yourself. Once you do it, it will regularly make you do. Understand? In the same way, Facebook Messenger has an then Facebook chat box is there, and then you have many other automation methods. Okay. Next, this was about pest: political, economical, social, and technological. Now, adding on two other factors which made pest into a new way of understanding called pestle: environmental and legal factor. Environmental purely speaks about green environment, like pollution free, weather, climate, and then protection laws, waste disposal laws, energy redressing, the environmental acts and protection acts, greenery, agriculture, and many other things, which actually is safeguarding our whole universe and the environment. Okay. Then comes the legal factor. Legal factor is no other called other than the licensing laws related to the company, laws related on starting of a company, adding on many other things, monopolistic legislation, licensing, and consumer laws, and many other laws which actually relate to the company's nature of work. Got it? So this was all about pest analysis and pestle analysis. Pestle is there in the last of our chapter. I have covered it with this because it is easy for us to understand in the same way, in the same portion. Now let's understand what is the advantages of pest. First, it prevents the business standing and position. Means it actually makes sure and makes you prevent from weak and strong position. Okay. It informs both internal and external factor. Okay. It helps assess the report and counters the measurement for improvement. It gives you an improvement measure. It forecasts the future on current situation. It forecasts, it thinks about the future. It evaluates business environment. It provides reality check. It learns about new market. It understands about the economy, and it identifies about the threats and opportunities. So this was about the advantages of pest. Let's understand an example of pest. See, this is one example of pest which I have jotted down for you people. What is this pest? This is a pest analysis example of a new energy vehicles. New energy vehicles means where, and this is an example taken in US. So that you, if you will find all in dollars symbols. Okay. So what has happened is there is a company who is doing a production. There's an industry who is doing a production of new energy vehicles, that is like Aether. Now we have the, like, battery vehicles you have, right? Battery vehicles or plug-in hybrids, like, just you have to plug in and that will be charged, and then you can use it for the next 10 hours or 12 hours. Okay. So we are doing the analysis of these new energy vehicles in the industry. So pest analysis we are doing. So if you see here, first factor is pest of it, P factor. I'm just concentrating on some factors here. Government incentives, the government is providing in pest P. In the political factor of the new energy vehicles, government is providing incentive for putting up these type of vehicles. You see, of incentives you see incentives of up to, incentives of up to rupees, like, not rupees, US dollars and for a private purchase of new battery vehicle. Means government is putting an addition that it is good if you are actually buying. So they are giving incentives to those companies who are actually doing this. Okay, then government goal, you're seeing government all related to the political things, all related to the government factors, as I said you. Okay, government goal is to raise the annual production capacity of 25 lakhs plugins. This is its goal. So for this goal, it is coming into what? It is political factor. Okay, then road space rationing scheme are new energy vehicles are exempted. For these vehicles, road space rationing scheme is also exempted. Next, vehicle quota system that inhibits the purchasing of new conventional autos. So these are what? These are coming under political factors. Next coming, let's understand about economical factors. Economic factors which said I said about demand and supply, inflation. Then you have, GDP. You remember these all things which we read. Okay, so it says about increasing inflation rate. For example, if you get any case study telling that this particular company is having inflation rates this much, government incentives is this much, now you have to do the pest analysis of this company. So what you do, you as an cost accountant, you need to advise the company telling that these are the government these are the political factors you should make sure, economic factors should be such, social factors should be such, and technological factors should be such. This is how you need to answer. I'm giving you example. This is case. This is one type of real case. See, increasing labor cost. If this is increasing labor cost, it is an economic factor. Stable foreign currency exchange rate. It is what? It is related to economics. It is related to like international trade. It is an economic factor. So then it is come rapid increasing in battery price. So obviously in that particular company, that price of the battery is been increased. Then it is an economic factor. Geographic, it is an economic factor. So remember this point. Then coming is the social factor. Social factor, what happened, where it says about young consumers are open for new technology, they want to adopt this technology. Then 75% of the citizens are need to travel average of rupees for 35 kilometers on a day. It is good. Consumer prefer low maintenance cost. Okay, environmental protection is a key consideration. Most consumers, it is related to the society, social and social needs. Most drivers need new energy vehicles as the new energy vehicle technology as unsafe and immature. They think that no, it is not correct. Some old people, like our parents, if they want to use this type of technology, they will never adopt. They obviously say that old is gold. They will say that no, I don't want to adopt this technology. If for example the battery is gone in between, in some way I'm driving and it is not working, then it's so big problem. Okay, so these are things which say. Next comes is technological factors, which says about internal combustion energies. Electric vehicles are more eco-friendly, you understand, because of the technological updation which we have done, because of the automations which we have done, because of the increasing techniques which we have used. These are factors, you understanding? I hope you understood this thing. Now going down. See, now I'm actually I gave you an explanation on pest. We read what are the advantages of pest. Now I'm telling you about pestle analysis. PESTLE. Okay. Pistil. So in this is an example of a Coca-Cola company which we are drinking. We know it's one of the biggest soft drink production unit. Okay, Coca-Cola company, soft drink producer. So what has happened here? If you see the political factor, okay, in political factor it says must follow the FDA rules. FDA rules are, there are rules which should be followed by that particular company, and provide people with the right beverages. There should be proper beverages. Then labor, accounting and internal marketing laws must also be followed in political factor. Okay. Next comes economic factor, where it understands about the consumer value, taste, and preferences. Okay, economic factor. Then what happens? It is going in the sale of soft drinks. Most income is got from the soft drinks. Launching of healthy drinks. Then comes social factor. What happens? It has launched the healthy drinks in US. It need to do the same in other countries like China and Japan. Technological factor, it is using high technology in producing fine products in short time. Social media effective of production also. Then comes the legal factor. It says Coca-Cola has done well in securing all the rights of the business in a legal way, using its proper rules and regulations of the consumers and the companies. The laws have properly done, and there is proper consumer protection also. Environment factor is must operate in an area where there is no shortage of water. This is what analysis of Coca-Cola. The same way you can also get an analysis of different companies, of a water bottle business or a clothes business, and then you have to say as a cost accountant, how do you advise a pestle analysis of this company, and you have to give your factors. Think properly, wisely. You have to think as an entrepreneur, you have to think as a strategic manager, and then you can actually get the answer. Okay, so we have done the pest analysis, and we have done. So as I said you, the pest analysis purely speaks about, purely it focuses on the in external factors. Okay, it is only related to the external factors. So if you see just here, political and politically motivated factors that could impact the organization, economic forces that could impact the organization. In the same way, these are social attributes or social behaviors, trends that impact the organization. Technology, it is related to the techniques or the technology that affect or impact the products and services as well as the company. Okay, understood? Very nice. Now coming down, we have understood this. Let's understand what is SWOT analysis. Okay, SWOT analysis is a beautiful concept which actually explains about the internal as well as external factors. It explains about the internal, internal and external factors. Okay, got it? Okay, now we will understand this in a beautiful way. We have beautiful examples for you. I hope so. Till now you are going very nicely. Wherever you feel that ma'am is going fast, make sure that you pause it there and again listen to it. Twice you listen, you will really be there with me. Okay, let's understand the SWOT analysis with an example. First understand what is SWOT. SWOT means strengths, weakness, opportunities, and threats. Strengths, weakness, opportunity, and threats. Come on, repeat with me. Strengths, weakness, opportunity, and threats. And this SWOT analysis can be done for every company, every entrepreneur, every enterprise, every firm, as well as individual. You and me also can do the SWOT analysis. But for doing the SWOT analysis, what are the requirements? How do I know these should be the strengths? How do I know these should be the opportunities? How do I know these can be the weaknesses of me? How do I know these can be the threats of me? So for making it easy, I have made a small box, and you are also going to note down that box. Before that, SWOT analysis, the four words, out of these four words, first two words, SWOT, strength and weaknesses, are the internal factors of the company. Okay, so you can control it within your hands. And opportunity and threats are the external factors, and which are from the outside of your company. So you need to take a better advantage of the opportunities and protect or dodge the threats. Okay, protect the threats. Got it? Very nice. See, So this is the thing which I have like found, like I have noted down. I made it as a particular picture so that it's easy for you. So in strengths, what you should find out, what are the attributes a strength should have. So first thing is things your company does well. Whatever things your company does well is the company's strength. Okay, whatever qualities that separate you from competitors, like for example, you are manufacturing a pen, okay, and in this pen you have put a gripper, but other pens doesn't have a gripper till now. So what is it? This is your strength, this is your USP. Okay, so next is internal resources such as skilled and knowledgeable staff must be are the biggest strength for the company. Tangible assets such as intellectual property, capital, proprietary technologies are your strengths. So I think strengths are very clear for you. Things that your company does well and things which you have inside your company as an USP, and it has skilled labor, it has intellectual property, that has strengths. What are weaknesses? Things that obviously company lacks, like, right, a company which is not able to find out what is it, what is the problem, so that is lacking. Things your competitors do better than you, that is sale. You, that's something USP which the competitors do but you are not able to do, that is your weakness. Resource limitations, when your resources are limited, that is also a weakness. Unique, unclear USP, as I said, you do not have a clear USP. You don't, you're manufacturing just for a company, you have done a production, you're manufacturing it, but you never know that that is big weakness. You don't know what is, what you're manufacturing is it, is it sufficient uh, for a end person, I mean the user, to take it? Is it something different? Is it something unique? No. So if you're not finding it, then it's a weakness. Okay, next comes is the opportunities. Opportunities means undeserved markets for specific products. Undeserved markets for specific products are an opportunity. Few competitors in your area, if there are very less competitors of the pen business, then obviously it's good for you, it's a big opportunity. Knock knock, go and grab that area. Emerging need for your products and services, emerging need for your products and services. Then press or media coverage of your company. If there is press or outside, opportunities is outside company, right? If there is press, media, newspaper speaking about your company good thing, then it is an opportunity. People will grab, people will come, right? Some years back, Patanjali was not a product, like it was not famous. Ramdev Baba came into news, came into all different types of channels, and he wanted to do all different types of schemes. He wanted to start yoga, meditation, and many other ways. And then slowly, there emerged the opportunity of Patanjali to be known by everyone. Now, every single company knows that Patanjali is a product, it's a curing product, it's a very good product, and there are n number of product ranges into it. And so it is what? It is opportunity. Now, as Patanjali has come, okay, Patanjali has come, it can be a threat to others. It can be a threat to the shampoo products or detergent product, many products. Why Patanjali has brought forward so many ranges of products, that there can be a threat for Surf Excel, it can be a threat to a wheel, it can be a threat to Prill and many other products. So threats means what? Emerging competitors, changing regulatory environment, negative press. If there is a media or coverage or newspaper who is speaking about wrong about that product, it is a threat. That, like for example, Maggie, okay, long some 5 6 years 3 4 years back, it was known that Maggie has some insects in it, right? So when it has got insects and there was a case on it, there were people like it was put in newspapers, and it was there was advertisement of Maggie also blocked. And in the, through the newspaper, through the negative press and media coverage, there was no people who were using Maggie in our country. right? Later they also try to make sure that Maggie gets its reputation by putting on more advertisement, by putting on testimonials, by putting on small ads like Maggie is good, it is different flavors and many other things. Now slowly that threat became into an opportunity for people, and then slowly it is becoming a strength. Got it? So changing customer attitudes towards your company also changes when you have a wrong reputation. So strength, weakness, opportunity, and threats. Clear? Now I'll show you that of a Dell computers. Okay, Dell computers, you know, Dell computers is a computer. I mean, Dell computers or laptops are very old and very nice, very full-fledged and has a very good goodwill in our market. Thus there is a SWOT analysis of Dell computers which is showing you, and it is a real thing. Okay, so that it is easy for you to understand actually. See, this is the strength. In the strength, how Dell computer strength is being understood. So Dell computer's strength is growing market share. It has a direct sale approach. It has to build a order approach. It has reputation and image. It has environmental policies. Then it has long term partnership with the reputable suppliers like Reliance Digital and many others. Okay, what are the weaknesses? Weakness: lack of product line and service given by HP and IBM. Like HP and IBM giving service, Dell computers are not able to give. So that is a lacuna. That is a lackness. Okay, that is a missing thing. So unclear in unique USP. Understanding? The direct sale approach is not the preferred distribution channel in some countries like Europe. In-house repair services, no in-house repairs or services is being given by the IBM. If this is the case, then it is a big threat, weakness. Then coming to the opportunities. Coming to the opportunities, customer value, convenience, and customer value, convenience, and one-stop shopping is one opportunity. Low-cost manufacturing countries like Indonesia, Philippines actually have Dell as their main part. Marketing on the internet, they try to market on internet to get more sales. Okay, then PC households with the internet access will increase 5% every year. So if there is more household sale of Dell computers, then it is a big opportunity. Then the some rivals weak in PCs in the world of major markets. Serve the market can be tapped. Threats. Uh, ec- Global economic recession, aggressive pricing wars, continuously changing consumer demands is a threat. Rapid technological advancements, like continuously, if there is advancement, there is automations, there is techniques to be added, research and development, then it's a big problem. Strong name or brand name of competitors like IBM, HP. You have HP and IBM, then it's big threat for others. Okay, so this was the strength, weakness, opportunity, and threats of Dell computers. So here is another which we have is the Tata Steel. The Tata companies, one of the product is Tata Steel, and the SWOT analysis of Tata Steel here I have got for you. So you see the strengths, weaknesses, and opportunities of Tata Steel. How it looks like. Strength is it has integrated operation in India. It has a good market position. It has product portfolio. There are different products in Tata Steel also. There is a lot of trust in Tata. Then there is capability and adaptability of Tata. There is global print. Internationally, it is known. What is weaknesses? Weakness is there is functional issues. There is disintegration within the operations. Opportunities, they adapt the newer technologies. They increase the demand in India, and global expansion is the opportunities. Threats is intense competition of the intense competition, government and environmental regulations, and decreasing the global steel prices and other issues. You're able to understand these are the examples, real examples I'm showing you, how Tata Steel has SWOT analysis, how Coca-Cola has a pestle analysis, and many other. Going down, I have of Geo also. Just keeping the screen, you can just check strength, weakness, opportunity, and threats. Of strengths is customer acquisition. There is a solid parent company, innovative technology of Geo is something like which got the Reliance Geo, which was there like 4 5 years before it came. What had happened is, like, it gave everything sim free, everything in free, and now they're charging. That is the strategy they have adopted. Okay, so what is the weakness? It is late entry, it came late. But what happened was, after Geo only, there is Vodafone, there is Airtel, there is Idea, and many other products which has come. Opportunities is, it is competitive pricing strategy, then expansion, then it has future driven technology. Threats is removal of free services. Okay, it can be a threat. Negative image, some people say that Geo doesn't work well because of some network issues. Technology is also a threat. Okay, so these are some. Now, one of the question which has been asked in the MTP is about a company, and it says about a SWOT analysis, mission, and vision. You read it, and then you have to write it. What can be the vision statement? What can be the mission statement? And what can be the SWOT analysis of that company? This is how the example in exam it comes. In 2013, they had asked this exam. Now maybe they can change and put on new things, like Amazon. They can put of any new company, they can put of cloth company, they can put of a pen company, phone companies, new trends. Okay,